watching Fintech Wave.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ken from Fintech Wave. I hope you're well. I'm back with another video. But before we get started, I'd just like to remind you, if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe, and also smash that notification bell. Those things help Fintech Wave go up in the rankings, and you'll also be notified when we drop new content on Fintech Wave. And by all means, do comment down below as the video progresses. If you want to jump in and share your views, they're always welcome. So today I'm just going to jump right in and talk about a couple of the top cryptos. Bitcoin right now is at 58,561. It just changed. And Ethereum is at 4281. Binance Coin 582. All of these have pulled way back off some of the highs that we were seeing early last week. And in the last video where I was talking about Bitcoin goes DeFi, I did go over some of the technical analysis that pointed toward Bitcoin hitting 90,000 or higher before the end of the month. But in that information, I also pointed out that the analysts are saying that due to a lot of the leverage activity, a lot of people buy Bitcoin on credit, and when the market goes down, they get liquidated. And those liquidations cause a domino effect, cause the price to go lower, which cause more liquidations, et cetera, until they finally reach a bottom. And one of the articles that I read pointed out that before Bitcoin begins to actually go much higher, it could go lower first. There may be some pain before we see this pop. So it's all kind of rolling out the way the analysts that I've come across have predicted. So I'd say, November's not over yet, although it's already the 20th. We still have about 10 days of the month left. And, as you remember from last December, Bitcoin rocketed up to 20,000 in like 3 or 4 days. The only thing that I'm leery about is it is the weekend, and we all know what happens on the weekend. People start to take profits, and you see the prices go down, usually. And it's always nice to see Bitcoin and the other cryptos actually hold their value or go up on a weekend. That's usually a bullish sign for the week ahead. And that's sort of what's going on right now. That's a good thing. It tells me that at the very least, we could be looking at the 60s next week or better. Okay, so moving on to the tokens that have still done well through this market uncertainty, the metaverse tokens. The biggest of all is Axie Infinity. They've actually got a play-to-earn game in place. It's been around for a while. It's got a big ecosystem, and they're doing well. I mean, they were up at like around 170 or something like that. When Bitcoin was at its high, they were really up there. They've come back. So some people who might be looking at Axie Infinity, maybe you see this as a buying opportunity. I'm not really going to talk about Axie Infinity because of the metaverse plays that I'm going to focus on. It's kind of an anomaly. The pricing is just way out of the envelope of a group of tokens that I've selected as some that I want to take a look at to sort of illustrate a point. So Axie Infinity is doing well. If you got into Axie Infinity a year ago, you're sitting pretty right now. It's a game and people play it. You know what I mean? Feel free to research that. Like I said, I'm not really going to go too deeply into that. But the metaverse tokens that I want to talk about are Decentraland, the Sandbox, Engine Coin, and everybody's favorite, especially mine, GALA Games. All right, so let's jump over on another list that I've created and have a closer look at these. And I'm just going to point out some similarities. About 8 months ago, Decentraland was like around $1. Sandbox was like maybe 87 cents. Engine Coin might have been like $1.30 or whatever. But what I've noticed is the pricing around these three tokens has begun to sort of unify. Decentraland 406, Sandbox 416, Engine Coin 370. I'm expecting Engine Coin to go to $4 this week. A very good possibility. If you look at the movement, it's up the highest percentage of all. So it's almost like, if you look at the numbers, it's almost like a unification is going on. Like Engine is racing to catch up with the other ones, and they're going to level out in the fours, I think, right? They're all at roughly the same stage of development. Decentraland is probably the oldest of these four, but without going into the details too much of each token, these are gaming platform tokens. The games take place in virtual worlds, right? And as we've come to know, there's this big term that's out there right now called the metaverse. And that's a buzzword that basically signifies that place in cyberspace where things like games reside, right? If you saw the movie Ready Player One, perfect example of a metaverse situation where you become an avatar and you participate in this game. And it's blowing up. A lot of people say COVID was a catalyst for metaverse growth. Other people like myself just say, listen, games have always been big since the 80s. And the reason I got into gaming tokens was for that reason. It's like, okay, games are going blockchain now, and you can make money at it, and you can own your assets. And then I did a little bit more research, and I was like, this is where video games are going to go. Blockchain gaming is how people can spend all that time and get paid for it instead of sitting down playing a game for 7, 8 hours and earning nothing for that time you spend. And also, if the game platform decides to pull up stakes and go away, all of your presence and all of your assets and all of your hard work is gone in a puff of smoke. Whereas with blockchain games, if you buy a sword or a suit of armor or a piece of land in one of these games, those are NFTs and they stay in your wallet and they go with you into the future. The point is, these games are roughly around the same sort of stage of evolution. Each one kind of does something particular on its own really well, right? But if you look at them, the prices are unifying. And then there's GALA. And GALA is a lot like all three of these. But GALA actually has games up and running, or a game up and running, Townstar. But they're already auditioning another one or two. They've already had trials for this new game called Spider Tanks. That's crazy. It's real shoot 'em up. It's fantastic. I've covered it a couple of times in some previous videos. People are actually earning GALA token playing Townstar. And now they dropped a new coin just for Townstar called Town Coin. So people are earning that. It's already been listed on OKX. It's trading at around 80 cents or something like that, 78 cents. So this token just came out last month and it's already on CoinMarketCap listed. And it's trading on at least one exchange. I don't know if there are even more where it might be trading already. All right, now getting back to GALA, GALA has mooned like crazy over the past 4 or 5 days. It had gone down to like 8.4 cents or something. And then in like 2 days, it shot up to 30 cents. One of the things that did it was Coinbase listed GALA. So that took it up to like 16, 17 cents. And then, I think that built awareness on GALA and people must have started to look and do some homework. And they realized that, you know what? GALA is right there in terms of functionality with all of these other relatively big names in the metaverse space. They have something called the GALAverse, which is their metaverse getting ready to drop. So what GALA's doing is they're planning to bring many games to their platform. They're going to be a platform where you can go and pick a game and play it. And none of these other platforms have that model. Right now, these are the games that GALA has on their website, but there are already more in the works. And what I see happening here is they're going to have a page like this with like 30 games on it where you can just go here and pick a game. And node owners are going to be getting a piece of all the activity that goes on while these games are being played. So for keeping nodes running to allow these games to go on, node owners get rewarded with a certain amount of GALA token every day. And actually, they even enhanced it lately where founders node owners, the original nodes, founders nodes, people who own nodes, not only get GALA every day, they get Town Coin every day as well. And when they drop Spider Tanks, there's going to be Tank Coin. And when they drop Miranda's, there'll probably be a coin for that. Fortified is this cool looking tower defense game. Hasn't dropped yet. There's going to be a coin for that. Echoes of Empire is a space fantasy game. I'm really excited for that to come out. I think I'm definitely going to be checking that one out. There will be a coin for that. So the recent activity in GALA Games drew attention to the token. And I think people must have started to have that eureka moment and realize what this platform is and what they're doing. And the fact that it's not just, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. They have a game running, making money to show you what the possibilities are. They're not talking pie in the sky. They're not talking about when we drop, it's going to be like this. They're saying, for example, this game that's up and running is an example of what's going to be happening with these other games. Word is getting around and people are catching on. And what I'm building up to is if you look at the node sales, this information is like 20 minutes old, right? So it's probably more than this. At around 16,000 bucks, nodes were going up $100 for every 100 nodes sold. So when they sold like 30,000 nodes, it went to 16,100. When they sold 30,100 nodes, it went to 16,200, et cetera, right? But at a certain point, they were selling too fast. And GALA was worried that, they were going to sell so fast that the people who already had nodes were going to see their daily rewards diminish as more and more nodes got put online and, more people were taking a piece of this set reward that they give out every day. So just to slow that down a little bit so it just didn't go crazy, they were like, all right, instead of making it $100 every 100 nodes, we're going to make it $500 every 100 nodes. And it never slowed down. It was 32,000 yesterday. It's already gone up 2 increments in like maybe 24 or 30 hours max. So basically that means they sold 200 nodes at $32,000 or better in the last 24 hours. That's how fast it's moving. My point is that they've increased the price, and these GALA founders nodes are selling faster now than I've ever seen them sell before. And I've been following this thing since February. Remember, none of this is financial advice, but you know, in my assessment, I group it right there with these other 3 main gaming tokens, or you could say metaverse tokens. You have number 28, 49, 54, and then GALA's all the way down to 207. But mark my words, that's not going to be much longer. Listen, January, GALA was 0.002 cents. People talk about metaverse plays that are going to take off and this and that. And there's a couple of other ones that are looking really good, but lots of cool things going on with GALA. I felt good about GALA from the beginning. The more I learned, the more impressed I became, to the point where I went in and became a node owner. And I'll leave my referral information in the description. You need the link and the referral code. So if you decide to buy a node, please consider using my referral info. That would help me. I would appreciate it. And by all means, spread the word. Keep in mind that there are only 50,000 of these founders nodes, and there are only 12,390 left, it looks like. And that, like I said, this information is a few minutes old, so it might only be like 12,000 left. We were thinking that they were going to sell out of the 50,000 by like February or March, but it's looking like sooner. People are running to get their hands on these nodes because, as a finale for this video, what I will say is the way the pricing is structured, by the time they get to the 50,000th node or the last 100, right? So from 49,901 to 50,000, the $500 increments are such that those last 100 nodes are going to be going for $100,000 each. So a lot of people are trying to jump in right now, because even if you were to jump in right now, you pretty much triple. So people who have 33 grand, they might have 100,000 just sitting there. So they buy 3 of them because they feel like, well, I'm going to triple this thing in 3 months. And it's quite conceivable that they will. And the last thing I want to say is, not definite, not confirmed, but it's a very good likelihood that GALA Games, there's been a tentative plan from the beginning that GALA Games will NFT these founders nodes. And if that happens, then you're going to be able to take a node that you bought for, say, $33,000 and flip it on OpenSea. And based on the hype and what's going on, the price could really go insane. GALA doing phenomenally well, up 46% for the day. Okay. And like I said, that $4 mark, whatever Sandbox and Decentraland and Engine Coin are doing, I think that GALA is right there with those 3. So think about that as you evaluate GALA and decide whether or not you want to go in. The metaverse is going to explode. Read up on it. Learn about it. GALA Games mooning like crazy. Just in the time I'm making this video right now, this is a real-time screen up. So you do your own research, and good luck to all of you, whatever you decide. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll catch you on the next video. This is Ken from Fintech Wave. Thanks for checking out this latest episode. If you like the content, please hit like and subscribe. Shout out to all the people who've subscribed already. I'm going to try to keep the quality content coming on Fintech. I appreciate you. And there's a link in the description. The Fintech Wave theme is now an NFT. See you next time, everybody. Take care.